the SPW champion, Olumide. And Olumide, you know, you and I don't always see eye to eye, but I've got to give it to you. Massive respect. You won a massive one-on-one match last month with Scoot Robertson. I got to ask you, what's the plan now?
Yeah, me and you will never see eye to eye, clearly. As for what's next, it's the same old. I'm the champ for a reason. The man that I beat last month was the man I beat to get this. So it shouldn't have been a surprise to anybody. Now, Scoot. Scoot. I would like to apologize. I should have beat you better the first time. Then I wouldn't have to beat you a second time, and I wouldn't have had to put you to shame. I wouldn't have to send you back to that dark place. But that's in the past. It's a happy time now. It's a happy time. So I do have some things to say, but I would say that in the ring. I'm gonna get all, you know what? I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm gonna get comfortable in my gear because God doesn't feel good when you look like a god. Anyway, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna tell people what I got to say. So you and everybody else can wait. Back to you.
Back to you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Warpath. I'm the natural hat trick, Matt Sanchez, joined as always by my brother from the very same mother, David 23 Sanchez, and we have got a great night of action lined up for you tonight. Dave, what are we starting off with tonight?
I mean, the fact that Olumide is better at your job than you are, apparently, he threw it back to us. That was a genius work by the champ there. I mean, Matt, you forgot to mention one thing in your interview with Olumide there, and that's, yes, he did have a massive win over Scoot because Scoot lost it and attacked him with a freaking steel chair. Now, besides that, obviously, we're going to hear from Olumide later tonight. It sounds like he has something on his mind that he wants to say. Very excited to see what that is. But match-wise, Matty, we've got a pretty exciting match. I would consider this a dream match, actually. We got Sanders taking on Mustafa Saed, the ECW OG. So I'm excited to see that one, man. I mean, Sanders coming back to SPW on a bit of a love streak with the SPW universe, and everyone loves Mustafa Saed unless you're wrestling against him typically. So that's going to be one hell of a match.
And there is a bit of history that goes along with it, but I don't want to steal the man's thunder. I got a chance to catch up with Sanders backstage, and he told me a little bit about why this match is so important to him. Let's catch up with him now.
All right.
I'm here with Sanders. Sanders, welcome back, man. It's good to see you back. I always enjoy having you around here. Tonight, you got a big match going up against Mustafa Saed. I know this is a man that you have a lot of history with. What's the story? What's going on?
So, for those who don't know, back in 2016, I used to go to a church in Midtown. He worked there, and he found out that I was a fan and pointed me in the right direction of SPW. And then took a little time, I had other stuff going on. I was in the Air Force. And then 2017, I pulled up, and the rest has been history, as they've seen. So I owe a lot to him for getting my start here. I don't know where I would have landed if someone else pointed me in the right direction. So I'm very grateful for, him giving me that start. That means a lot to me when it's your dream, when it's your passion. It gets me out of bed. I wouldn't be the man I am today if not for wrestling. And to an extent, if not for Mustafa Saed, I probably wouldn't be here. I probably have an extra 40 pounds on me somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't the worst thing.
Yeah, I'm not saying it is, just for me, it's not,
Well, I do got to ask you then, this man means a lot to you in your career, but tonight it's one-on-one against him. What do you got to do to overcome an ECW legend?
Doing this for almost 8 years, ran across a lot of different people, from new, experienced, on TV, used to be, all these other things in between. But an ECW original, ECW legend, that's new. So it basically comes down to I have to find a way to remove seeing him as my mentor, someone who started me, and look at him as an opponent. So that's where the challenge is going to be. And luckily there's rules in this match, so it's not like you can bust out some tables or some trash cans or something, So, yeah. I'm going to approach this like I do every match. I'm going to take my time, I'm going to use my advantages, And if an opening presents itself, I'll take the shot. Just it's going to be a little hard because he's kind of a father figure in wrestling for me. So
I understand. Well, good luck tonight, Sanders.
thank you. Thank you.
Back to you. Well, as you hear, Sanders in a bit of a conundrum. He's going to be going up against a man that he considers a father figure here in the wrestling industry, in Mustafa Saed. But, I mean, if there's one thing that we know, Dave, it's Mustafa Saed is nothing short of, once he gets into the ring, a crazed man, and even sometimes when he's not in the ring. So it should
I was about to say, I've had plenty of interactions with Mustafa, and very few of them tame, I would say. Yeah, Sanders is going to have to go straight Oedipal on this one in order to come out with the W. He said something that he was going to have to take his time. I feel like he actually needs to be as quick as possible with a competitor like Mustafa. Mustafa is known for playing the power game, and typically one of the best ways to overcome that is using speed and quickness and to your advantage. And I know that Sanders isn't known for being the quickest and speediest, but in comparison of the two wrestlers in the ring, he's definitely he has that advantage. So I feel like he needs to rely on that in order to get the W. But I mean, you never know with Mustafa. That, like you said, he's quite a crazed man. When you get in the ring with him, if you're on the opposite corner, it never bodes well for whoever that is.
Absolutely correct. It is going to be a hard-hitting match. It promises to be brutal. Both of these men specialize in striking and just trying to put as much pain and inflict as much pain and torture on their opponent as they possibly can. So let's get down to the ring right now, and let's get this match started.
Let's do it.
And here comes Sanders.
Warm reception by the SPW Universe, and it's ironic that he comes out to the song Gangsta's Paradise when Mustafa Saed was one of the gangsters back in the day.
Indeed, and you can hear our man Rob Lethal on the introductions tonight. One of the voices here at SPW, as well as Gutsy Gillespie and Gary Supreme, our very talented ring announcing crew.
Love them 100%. Best in the business.
Sanders drawing to the crowd, trying to get them behind him.
A bit of a hype man himself there. You gotta love it.
Well, he is going to need the hype tonight, Dave, as he is up against it. Like you mentioned earlier, the ECW legend getting ready to make his way to the ring. Money loves me, Mustafa Saed.
Here comes the bomb.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the ECW legend. Here at Crimea River, it is Mustafa Saed.
His patent and bandana on and his bucket hat. This man, like he is just a scary individual to even to be in a building with, let alone across the ring from.
I think the thing that's most impressive about Mustafa Saed, though, Dave, is that even at his age, he's been in this game for quite some time.
Hey, people, get ready.
He still prepares for every match like a man 30 years younger than himself. You will find him backstage doing hundreds of push-ups, sit-ups, jumping rope, plyometrics. He tries to stay on top of his fitness game as best as he can. You can see it. The man is still built like a brick house, man.
100%. He is 60 years old. He's been wrestling as long as I've been alive, and he looks... I've never seen a 6-year-old look better than Mustafa Saed.
Here we go. Referee Abraham in charge of the action tonight. Should be interesting, as like we mentioned, a couple of heavy hitters here. Mentor versus mentee.
This man is the reason why I'm a wrestler.
I don't think appealing to his humanity is going to help you right now, Sanders.
Not in the ring.
Point me in the right direction, and here I am. So before we get started, Mustafa, it's an honor.
Oh, and shot to the
know your
midsection
enemy.
right away. Referee Abraham calls for the bell, and Mustafa Saed taking advantage of him right away.
They say don't meet your heroes for a reason, right, Matty?
Apparently, as you could see, Mustafa Saed putting the boots there to Sanders, and now put him into the corner once again. Ooh, oh, shot to the kidneys there, and you know that doesn't feel good. Another shot
not
to
with
the
arms
kidneys.
like Mustafa's.
Here we go. Oh, big belly to back suplex there. Sanders already in pain. Here we go with the cover. Kick out at one,
No
though.
surprise
Sanders.
No surprise about the pain that Sanders is showing here. I mean, this is going to be a hell of a match for both of them, Matty.
Mustafa Saed methodically picking apart Sanders right now.
Ooh. Getting a boost from the bottom rope, and that's going to just add to that pain.
Brutal shot after brutal shot, but Sanders with the block, returning fire here with the right hand. And now Sanders throwing some rights of his own, and Stoff going straight out the ring through the middle rope. And here comes Sanders over the top rope himself, and now in giving chase. Oh, but another shot to the midsection. Catches Sanders off guard. Mustafa Saed, oh, right off the ring post.
Eat some post, son.
But Sanders returning fire once again. For all the tricks of the trade that Mustafa knows, Sanders is full of piss and vinegar, ready to put the fight in.
Feeding him a boot there, Matty, and a big right hand. Wow.
Massive right hand there by Sanders, and now Mustafa Saed laying on the ground inside the ring, and here comes Sanders. Rolling Mustafa into the center of the ring, coming off the ropes. Here we go. Oh, big elbow drop to the center of the heart. Now here we go for the cover. Kick out at two.
Looks like he was paying homage to the man who he was elbow dropping. That looked very similar to a Mustafa Saed elbow drop.
Absolutely correct. And now delivering punishing blows, clubbing blows to the back. But Mustafa Saed, midsection shots there with the right hand, a kick to the midsection, and now, oh, rising knee strike straight to the head, and Sanders
Right
looks
to the
like
dome.
he's seeing stars.
Yep, that does not feel good. That patella right to the temple.
Sanders taking another right hand straight to the dome piece there, and now Mustafa Saed hanging up Sanders on that top rope.
Just showing him the ropes, like a good mentor should, right, Matty?
I believe that is how that works, Dave. And now Mustafa Saed still in charge of the action here. Hooks him up. Oh, snap! Suplex by the big man. Puts him over. Here we go. Kick out at two by Sanders. Mustafa now putting Sanders into a rear chokehold here. Got the chin lock locked in.
Complete control of this match here, Matty. He's taking that slow, methodical pace that he likes to keep it at, which sounds like what Sanders wanted to do given his interview as well, and looks like he's not giving up from this chokehold, Matty.
And as you can see, Sanders just trying to fight out of this predicament right now. But Mustafa Saed in complete control. But look at this, Sanders getting back up, making his way out. Ooh, elbow to the midsection, and another. Oh, and look at this, Sanders just trying to brutally fight his way and overpower Mustafa Saed, but that's never gonna work out too well now. Sanders coming, oh, another rising knee strike to the midsection. Sanders back down, and another knee to the side of the head.
And those knees of Mustafa are not to be messed with. Those are a different level of pain.
Mustafa Saed, he's starting to get that look.
That's the look that I'm afraid of whenever I see him in the back, Matty.
And now Mustafa Saed hanging Sanders over that bottom rope, choking him there. But Sanders, look at the look on his face. He looks to be upset. Oh! Quick right hands to the face there.
He seems to be just relishing and enjoying the pain he's delivering on to Sanders as well here. Telling the camera person, get a picture of this.
Mustafa off the ropes. Oh, boot to the side of the head. And tosses Sanders' lifeless body to the outside. And Sanders desperate to catch a breath right now.
Look at AEW, punk. You want to see that? This is ECW, punk.
Mustafa Saed apparently thinks this is ECW. Stop, this is SPW, sir.
I don't think that bodes well for Sanders. If he thinks this is ECW, that means there's no rules and he can do whatever the hell he wants. And again, you don't want to be in the ring with him when he thinks that.
And now Sanders just trying to keep the big man at bay, but off the rope, Sanders looking for a neck breaker, and he hits it.
This is the
Now,
chance. He's got to
going
stay
for a
on top
cover.
of him, Matty.
Oh, look at that, Sanders. Didn't see that Mustafa had his foot on the ropes. The eagle-eyed referee Abraham saw it and did not get to the third count as Stoff had his foot on the ropes.
That is 33 years of experience and ring awareness right there, Matty. Stoffa knew exactly where he was and what he needed to do to keep this match going.
And almost like he got the idea from Stoff. Oh! Shot to the midsection there by Mustafa.
That'll slow you down. Sanders gaining some confidence here in this match.
Sanders screaming at Mustafa, I'm not a kid anymore. I don't think Mustafa cares if you're a child or an adult right now. He sees you as an opponent, and he sees you as his next payday. And now, oh, look at this! Sanders with the massive lariat taking down Mustafa Saed. That's the first time I've seen the big man taken off his feet like that in quite some time. Here we go, the cover. Kick out at
That
two.
puts Sanders on a very short list of people who have clotheslined Mustafa Saed and gotten him to fall, Matty. That's impressive.
Look at this, Sanders just trying to pummel away, but Mustafa Saed taking advantage. And now a quick sweep of the leg there by Saed. And what has he got planned for him? Oh, stomp to the midsection. And that is 300 pounds. Mustafa Saed with a boot to the side of the head, and Sanders looking like he's in trouble right now. Mustafa Saed putting him face first into that turnbuckle, but Sanders looking like he's almost feeding off of that. Now into the turnbuckle again, but Sanders once again.
He's getting amped up, Matty.
Sanders bringing him in the middle of the ring. Straight right hand. Forearm from Saed. Trading blows in the middle of the ring. Midsection shot followed by another forearm.
Do typically.
Oh, rising knee strike of his own.
Sanders is holding his own here, Matty. This is
Boots
impressive
aside,
show
look at
from
this.
Sanders. No.
What's the idea here? Oh, he gets him over!
Oh, my goodness.
Sanders gets the big man over for a massive suplex. And Sanders wasting precious time. He needs to get the cover right now if he wants a shot at this.
You gotta move, bud. You gotta move quicker than that.
Oh, Sanders looking like he's looking for the end of this.
Way.
Going for the choke slam. I don't.
That's a big man, Matty.
Oh, Saed blocks it. Go for it a second time. Saed's not letting him up. Off the ropes. Sidewalk slam.
Oh, wow.
Sanders showing off some power. Here we go. Kick out at two.
It's going to take more than that to put away the ECW legend, Matty. And that good improvisation by Sanders there. Could not pick up the choke slam, so he threw him off the ropes. Used that momentum to get him into the sidewalk slam. That was nice.
I have not seen Saed go this long in a match in quite some time. Much credit to Sanders for holding his own, and now looking like he's getting set up for that choke slam again. And now Saed.
Round two.
Block, back elbow. And another. And a third of his own. Sidestep Sanders. Oh, forearm to the kidneys.
That'll hurt.
And now Mustafa's got him up. Oh, drops him with a power slam. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Mustafa Saed picks up the win.
A patented power slam by the gangsta to end it here, Matty.
Mustafa Saed weathers the storm of the young man that he helped bring into this business and picks up a massive win here at Cry Me a River.
Wow. I thought Sanders was going to come out with it, but he did not. I mean, he didn't hear my advice, but he's got to be quick, man. You got to stay on top of a big guy. I know he is a big guy himself, and it's not as easy for him to be as quick, but there were so many times in that match where he could have just capitalized on Mustafa still being winded. And unfortunately, unfortunately for Sanders, Mustafa was able to capitalize on those advantages.
Mustafa Saed victorious tonight.
Sanders yelling at Mustafa to come back to the ring here.
Sanders demanding him to come in to shake his hand is what I believe I heard him say there.
I think he did, yeah. That.
And Mustafa Saed letting the young man know it isn't quite time yet. My goodness.
No, you got to
what
earn
a
that,
hard,
apparently.
I mean, listen, I'll be the first to admit, I think Sanders earned that respect. He held his own, more than held his own in that matchup, Dave, against an ECW legend like Mustafa Saed.
Yeah.
That is hollowed ground for Sanders. This is the man that he looks up to. He is a father figure. He is a mentor. He is someone that he learned from the tutelage of underneath Mustafa Saed's wing. We were given Sanders, and Sanders looked like on a couple of occasions he was going to pick up the win.
Yeah, there was a couple of times. I mean, he was able to suplex all 6'3", 300 pounds of Mustafa Saed, Matty. That is not a large man. That is well, as respectfully as I can say it, that is a huge man.
Extra large man.
Yes, extra large indeed. And that is just a feat that not many can say that they did. On top of that, he was able to actually get him off his feet with a lariat, which is extremely impressive, very appealing to watch. Yeah, I mean, in my book, Sanders got the respect from me, at least. I would have shaken his hand. But then again, I am not the ECW legend. I don't make faces like that when I'm in the ring, because I don't step in the ring. I'll leave that to him.
Absolutely. And a couple of pieces of information we want to make sure we get out to you guys. If you are not live with us right now at twitch.tv/Supreme Pro Wrestling, where we have a new episode of Warpath every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, or you're checking us out at YouTube, you can search for us at Supreme Pro Wrestling, or check us out on pbmtv.org, fantastic streaming network. But we have so much coming in store for you here in the near future. Jeff Cobb is making his SPW return, Dave. It is going to be an absolute honor to see Jeff Cobb in the ring. As we mentioned previously, Drake Frost, unfortunately, is going to be out of action for the next 6 months. And so in his place, in the triple threat match that we'll be having in our episode right before our next show, which is No Time Off, we will have Patrick Fitzpatrick, a man whose original trainer was Jeff Cobb. It'll be an interesting match. It'll be a fantastic match. A lot of power to go around with Patrick Fitzpatrick as well as Jeff Cobb and the Punjabi Lion Chima. But that is not what we have to worry about tonight. But I did get a chance to catch up with Mustafa Saed backstage, and he had a few things he wanted to say. So let's check in with Mustafa. I'm here with Mustafa Saed. Staff, big win tonight against Sanders. I just wanted to get your thoughts after that match.
The student versus teacher. You ever watch Kung Fu Theater when the old man rubs his goatee and says, "You must be tired of living"? So guess what, Sanders? Hey, you my man. Hey, I started you off. Now you got to end it. Now, I had to finish you today. It was all business, and it's always going to be like that. But if you need any of my help, I'll help you. But if you don't, I know you're going to make it anyway. But Mustafa Saed, money loves me. Saed, I am here to stay. I got 20 more years to go in this business, and I ain't going until the casket dropped. you remember that, Sanders. And if you learn anything today, old man's strength is still here.
Congratulations on the win, Stoff. Back to you guys. Can
How
I
did
tell
that
you?
feel? Now, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Mustafa Saed is one of the most intimidating men on this planet.
Yes.
I am not. By no means am I a small person. I have a wide berth whenever I go, and he makes me look tiny. He makes me look like I'm wearing slim coats. That man is massive, and to have someone who feels like he is just on the edge of becoming unhinged at any moment, man, it is.
You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of that scene in Batman where Bane puts his backhand on that one politician's shoulder. I was like, "Do you feel like you're in control?"
Yeah.
That's what it felt like at the end of that, because he just stared a hole right through your head, Matty.
Yeah.
My goodness. And I mean, and you heard him say it too. He's there to help Sanders whenever he needs him, but he knows that he believes in Sanders to the point where he knows he's going to be fine without him, which is, I think definitely a sign of respect.
I'm just getting where we need to head down to the ring right now. It sounds like
Okay.
sounds like we got something going on. We need to get down there right now. Hold on just a second, guys.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, you love to hear it, don't you, Matty? Oh, wee.
as predicted.
Sparks for the champ, baby.
And here comes the appeal. Olumide blocked by Nathan Brick and Jason Xavier.
Just the most appealing trio in all of SPW, Matty. Don't you agree?
They dress well, I'll give you that.
Yes, they do. And that smart young man, I love getting that kid on camera whenever we can. He is genius. Smartest kid in the arena.
And Olumide talking to security. Bryson, we've seen him before carrying the bags of the appeal, just lambasting that fan, saying that he needs to give the respect to the champ.
You gotta respect the champ, absolutely. I mean, he has a belt for a reason. You gotta respect the belt.
Olumide, Nathan Brick, and Jason Xavier, together once again known as the Appeal. I don't know what Olumide has in mind.
He's the champ. He can come out and talk whenever he likes.
Mr. Ranger! Mr. Ranger! Mr. Ranger! Mr. Ranger!
Anyway, as we can all see, I stand here as your PW champion. Now, you all know that the champion is here now. Now, we understand why I'm the main event, right? It's because I beat everybody.
Yes, you have.
Still suck! Still suck!
And I was your precious Scoot. The man that I beat to become SPW champion. And
I did him a favor last month. I sent him to that and he should never come back from it.
We can't hear you. What? Shut up! You can't! Stop talking! What?
And now,
You can't tell me what to do.
I stand here unopposed. I stand here as your first champion. I will be champion until I decide I don't want to be.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes,
We got people saying, everybody understand this. We, PW, is alive and well. Scoot Pro Wrestling is officially dead. Just like his ring.
You still suck.
No.
Did you hear that?
What?
Hellraiser Blaze? What is...
Yeah, there's Hellraiser. What's he doing out here? I don't see Mr. Miller around.
Mr. Miller's associates.
I'm not going to stand in that and let you disrespect not only my trainer, but one of my friends. I don't care what's going on up
Blazing
here.
hot right now, Matty.
That's done. You will not disrespect Scoot.
Whoa.
I'm done with you.
Since when do Mr. Miller's associates care about Scoot? I thought they were targeting him for a while.
Well, Mr. Miller's associates was left in disarray after last month, and this doesn't seem to be the normal Hellraiser Blaze that we've seen. I've never seen him grab a mic and have that much passion before, Dave.
No, neither have I. This doesn't seem like he has those inner demons like he usually does. That's it's strange.
Illuminate calling for a ref.
We're having a match, buddy. Good luck, Blaze. Goodness.
Rob Lethal getting a little ahead of himself there. But we are going to have a match here. Referee Abraham made his way down the ring, and now Hellraiser Blaze looking to exact a little revenge for his trainer. I don't know if you heard it, but the reprehensible things that Olumide was just saying, he said that Scoot Pro Wrestling is dead, just like Scoot's grandmother, and that is atrocious, David. I don't know who you can decide with in that
It's just
situation.
a matter of fact. She did pass away. She is no longer with us.
That does not mean you get to bring her into the conversation. It is completely disrespectful, and it's not the first time that Illuminati did that. That may be the exact reason why Scoot Robertson brought that chair to the ring last month, and now the bell rings and we are underway. Hellraiser Blaze, Illuminati, right here on SPW Warpath. Blaze, look how quick he's looking tonight.
He's going to need to take advantage of that quickness if he's going to try to take down the champ.
Hellraiser Blaze ducks underneath side there.
Oh!
They get another kick to the hamstring there. And look at this, Hellraiser Blaze. They are showing off that quickness.
He's bouncing with confidence here, Matty. I have never seen this side of Blaze before. Oh!
And look at this, Hellraiser Blaze has Illuminate in the corner, but now Illuminate, oh, look at the quickness and the agility there by Hellraiser Blaze as they float over the top and keep delivering kicks, and now shots left and right to the champion's face, and Hellraiser Blaze is cooking right now. Oh!
You're gonna need a little bit be harder than that to take down the champ there, Blaze.
And now Hellraiser Blaze coming off, oh, but Illuminate!
Oh!
With the
That's why
strength,
he's the WPW champion, Matty.
the strength of a lion there, and now just stomping a mud hole into Hellraiser Blaze. Oh, and dropping a big elbow. Here we go, the cover.
Boom.
Kick out at 2 by Hellraiser. And a blatant choke in front of referee Abraham.
I like how when Mustafa Saed did it, it wasn't a blatant choke, but when the champ does it, it's a blatant choke.
And now Hellraiser Blaze is being pummeled on by the champ. Fighting back though, but Illuminate with a rising knee strike to the midsection, crumples him down. folds him like last week's laundry, Dave. And now, the throwaway slam.
Oh!
Tossing Hellraiser
like last
Blaze.
night's garbage.
Here we go. Kick out at 1. That may be a bit of a mistake there by Blaze. And now Blaze.
Wow.
Shots to the midsection, fighting their way back to their feet. Oh, what a slap! Straight across the face, but Blaze unflinched. Oh, and another clubbing blow to the back, and now Blaze on all fours, and look at this. Almost looking like a Steiner recliner. Oh, delivering the body weight to the lower back, and another one. Blaze.
The athleticism of Olumide right there, Matty. My goodness.
Get the cover there, and you see the height on that. The vertical on Olumide is impressive. This is a gifted young man, and this is not the last you will hear of Olumide. You will see him on your television one day. This man has everything you're looking for.
Yes, he does, and all that pressure going right onto the small of the back of Hellraiser Blaze here. Looks like he's got him up for, nope, never mind. I thought it was going to be an Illuminator.
Hellraiser Blaze fights out of it. Oh, ducks under that big back elbow, drives the shoulder into the midsection. Here comes Hellraiser Blaze over the top. Oh, but gets caught.
Wow. The power of the Dark Fox, Matty. Boom!
And drops him face first into the canvas, and now going to the cover. Here we go.
He wears a mask, huh?
Kick out at 2. Hellraiser Blaze showing their guts, their gusto. Uh-oh, we've seen this. Oh, thumb to the eye.
Never let him know your next move, Matty.
Now Hellraiser Blaze swinging around, can't see anything. Here comes Olumide. Oh, big uppercut in the corner. And another one.
Sends Blaze running to the other corner here.
Now sending him across the ring. Oh, following him up with a splash in the corner. And Olumide in complete control right now of this match.
Courteous, though.
Taunting.
He's encouraging, and I would call it encouraging, not taunting, but okay.
And now, oh, sidestep there by Hellraiser Blaze. And now Blaze going for the clothesline. The champ still on his feet. Blaze with a standing drop kick, and Illumin is reeling into the ropes. Oh, but look at the strength of the champ, catching Blaze in the middle of the air.
Wow.
But Blaze ducks underneath and hits it.
Oh, wow.
Modified jawbreaker there. Here we go with the cover. Kick out at 2. I thought he had it there, Dave, for half a second.
No. I mean, that was a great, don't get me wrong, that was a great modified jawbreaker by Blaze, but it's going to take much more than that to put the champ down for a 3 count.
Going for the farewell to flesh, but no, Illuminate rolls out of the way, and now Illuminate's got him up. Oh my goodness! The spin out, sit out slam! Here we go! And Illuminate says, I'm not done with you yet, Blaze.
Kicks out for Blaze. What a nice guy.
What a show of strength by the champion right there. The man is made out of marble, and now he's got Blaze up. Hellraiser Blaze in trouble, delivering back elbows, fighting his way out of that position for the Illuminator, and now, oh, big super kick there by Blaze. A moment of desperation.
Blaze. They have to take advantage of this lapse. And
sent to the outside. Pele kick by Blaze. They are cooking right now, David. Look at this. Oh, slingshot DDT. This could be it. Rolling the champion over. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Illuminate gets his foot on the ropes at the last possible second.
That's why he's champ, but I will give it to Blaze. That was an incredible segment of moves they put together right there. That was very impressive.
Hellraiser Blaze took off the mask to put on the chef's hat because he's absolutely cooking right now, Dave. And now setting him up. Little spin kick there to the midsection. Coming off the ropes. Oh no, Illuminate catches him.
That's not where you want to be, Blaze.
Illuminator, look how far he threw him. Illumin threw him a mile into the air. This is going to be it. 1, 2, 3. Illumin picks up the win.
Yeah, he just sent Blaze right back to hell. That right back to the upside down there, Matty.
Goodness gracious. The
That was
power.
a rough landing for Blaze, too.
The power of the SPW champion, Olumide. But Hellraiser Blaze, I don't know what came over them. They came out to the aid of Scoot Robertson, not something we're used to seeing from Hellraiser Blaze, but given the way that things ended last month with Mr. Miller's associates, and we're not even sure where Mr. Miller is, it's interesting to see Hellraiser Blaze come out the way that he did.
Yeah, I mean that's a different side of Blaze that we've ever seen. I've never, and you know what? You know me, Matt. I am 1, 2, 3 we all day long. I will give it to Blaze. That was a hell of a show out that they just put on there. I mean, there were times when Blaze was in control. Granted, they were short lapses of time, but that was a great. Like, not many people are able to say that they've done that to Olumide. And I, you know, as much as I do love and respect Olumide, I know that the name Hellraiser Blaze is on Illumide's radar now, and it has to be. He's at least gained that respect, I think, from the champ.
Well, I got a chance to catch up with Hellraiser Blaze backstage, and he had some interesting things to say. Let's see what they had going on.
Interesting turn of events tonight here at SPW. Olumide went out and started to disparage Scoot Robertson, and out of nowhere, Hellraiser Blaze.
No. Not anymore. Hellraiser Blaze, gone. Chris Blaze. I can't sit back there and watch anybody. I don't care if it's Olumide. I don't care if it's Jason, Xavier. I don't care who it is. I can't sit in the back, no matter what's going on up here, and let people disrespect anybody anymore. So, Chris Blaze is back. Chris Blaze is gonna protect anybody that's being disrespected, stepped on. I'm gonna show you guys how to rise up out of those ashes and show you that fire like Chris Blaze.
Well, once again, the fire burns for Chris Blaze as he makes his return here at SPW. Back to you guys.
It's the return of the Wildfire, Chris Blaze. It has been quite some time since we have seen Chris Blaze. The Wildfire is something different, I will tell you what. And I saw some of the signs that I recognized from before, where Hellraiser Blaze is methodical and brutal and almost psychopathic in their approach. Wildfire Blaze, Chris Blaze, is quick, passionate, and one of the fastest competitors you will ever see in an SPW ring, and I cannot wait to see the full fire that is blazing when Chris Blaze, the Wildfire, makes their full return.
I see what you did there. Yeah, wow. I mean, that's an incredible thing that we see. You don't see this very often, where a wrestler sheds one persona and takes on their original. I mean, the whole reason why they were Wildfire, or they were Hellraiser, was because they were possessed by a demon, if I remember correctly.
Something was going on upstairs, but it doesn't seem to be anymore.
Yeah.
The disparaging remarks of Scoot Robertson and Scoot Robertson's grandmother seem to have cut through the darkness and brought back the Wildfire.
Yeah, the light has returned to Chris Blaze, and I'm excited to see if that is what happens from Hellraiser to the Wildfire. If that's what happens, that's the difference, that you can make that kind of impression on the WPW champion. Then I'm excited to see what they do against other competitors in SPW, because he definitely did something tonight. And if they can do that again in the future to other competitors, wow, nothing but sky's the limit, you know.
Absolutely correct there. Now, we are getting ready to get out of here, but before we do, we want to remind everybody that we are live here at twitch.tv/Supreme Pro Wrestling every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Can't catch us there. Check us out on our YouTube page or check us out on pbmtv.org. Make sure you join us the third Sunday of every month at SPW Arena, a.k.a. Soccer World in Elk Grove. This coming month, it will be our Father's Day extravaganza. It's always a good time whenever we have that particular show because all the fathers get to be in attendance, and you know how much fun that is to bring the kids around. And of course, that is going to be for no time off, and it is going to be a fantastic event. We're still working to get that card for you guys. There's a lot of things that are going on in between then. But Dave, what are we looking at next week here on Warpath?
Yeah, next week we have, hold on, let me double check my schedule. Oh my gosh, put it down somewhere else. Sorry, give me a second. Yeah, next week we've got a very interesting couple of matches here, actually. So last month we saw the Virgil Flynn III Memorial Battle Royal, and the winner of that was Giga Herrera. So we actually have,
We're going to hear from the Honor Society. I believe they've got some things that they're wanting to talk about because with Drake Frost's injury, that obviously puts a bit of a dent into the Honor Society and what they're going to be trying to do in the future because they've been defending these titles as trios at this point. And I do believe what's the other one we got lined up? We've also got a massive tag team match lined up too, right, Dave?
We've got a massive tag team and a small tag team. It's a little bit of it's a mixed bag, really. So we have Jack Tracy teaming up with the Anomaly, Alex Ace, and they're going to be going up against Jekyll's and Truex, who we've seen Jekyll's and Truex tag before, more or less when Truex was with Mr. Miller's Associates, and now I guess it's just Truex is Mr. Miller's associate at this point. I don't know how that's working out or shaking down, but two teams that we don't see very often or ever really in the case of Jack and Ace, and then going toe to toe. I mean, who knows what to expect from this one? It's anything could happen on that one.
It's going to be an interesting night of action, so make sure you join us next week and every Thursday. Like I said, twitch.tv/Supreme Pro Wrestling. And we are getting ready to wrap up here, but we cannot do that without, of course, letting everybody know that from everybody behind the curtain to everybody in front of the curtain, a very genuine and heartfelt thank you and a very special thank you to our camera crew, myself, David Sanchez, as well as Chris Carpenter, Rob Zampano, Sean Cooney, the man with the mic, Eddie Mayhem, and special correspondent this month helping us out, Miss Sarah Snow. Thank you guys all very much for all of the work that you guys helped put in for Warpath. And Dave, let them know when we're going to see him.
We will see you next Thursday.